Now what is the latent heat? The heat required by any matter to change their state is known as the latent heat. That is, if we supply the heat and the matter get change their state, then it is known as the latent heat. That is, for example, solid changes into the liquid. If we provide latent heat during the phase change, the temperature gets not rise. That is, if we provide the heat energy to any matter, then if they are changing their state, then their temperature get not rise. That is, if we provide the heat, then this heat energy is stored in it in the form of latent heat. For example, if we provide the heat into the ice, it get converted into the water, and the latent heat of ice is 10 to the power 5 joule per kg. That is, if we provide the 3.34 into 10 to the power 5 joule in 1 kilogram of ice, then it get converted into the water and their temperature will not rise. This is known as the latent heat. Latent heat are of mainly two types. Latent heat are of mainly two types. That is latent heat of fusion. If solid convert into the liquid, then it is known as the latent heat of fusion. For example, latent heat of ice is equal to 3.4 into 10 to the power 5 joule per kg. This is the latent heat of ice, and this is also known as the latent heat of fusion because solid is converting into the liquid. Now second one is latent heat of vaporization. If any liquid is converting into the vapor stage, then it is known as the latent heat of vaporization. If any liquid is converting into the vapor state, then it is known as the latent heat of vaporization. For example, latent heat of water is equal to 22.5 into 10 to the power 5 joule per kg. That is, if we provide the 22.5 into 10 to the power joule to the water, if we provide 22.5 into 10 to the power joule heat per kilogram of water, then it get convert into the vapor state and their temperature will not rise. This is the heat energy to require per kilogram water to convert into the vapor state. This is known as the latent heat. The heat we will provide is stored it in the form of latent heat so that their temperature will not rise. That is the latent heat of vaporization. Now come to the sublimation. What is the sublimation? The change of state of solid directly into the gaseous state. The change of state of solid directly into the gaseous state is known as the sublimation. That is, if solid convert into the gaseous state directly without going the liquid state, this process is known as the sublimation. For example, wax. If we provide heat energy to the wax, then it will directly convert into the gaseous stage. This process is known as the sublimation. And what about the desublimation? What about the if gaseous state is directly converted into the solid state, then this process is known as the desublimation without moving to the liquid state. If solid get converted into the gaseous state without moving into the liquid state, then this process is known as the sublimation. And if gaseous state is converted into the solid state without moving into the liquid state, then this process is known as the desublimation. Now next point is evaporation. What is the evaporation? The change of state of liquid into the gaseous state below its boiling point. That is, if any liquid is changing into the gaseous state below its boiling point, then it is known as the evaporation. Generally, any liquid is changed into the gaseous state at its boiling point. But in evaporation, a liquid is changed into the gaseous state below its boiling point. That is, below बॉइलिंग पॉइंट से थोड़ा नीचे अगर कोई लिक्विड गैसियस स्टेट में चेंज हो रहा हो तो हम उसे क्या बोलेंगे? इवापोरेशन. दिस इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ इवापोरेशन. नाउ कम टू द फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग इवापोरेशन. Factors affecting evaporation. Rate of evaporation is directly proportional to the temperature. That is, this is the sign of directly proportional. This is the sign of proportionality. That is, if we increase the temperature of any liquid, then rate of evaporation will also increase. That is, the temperature rate of evaporation is directly proportional to the temperature. It means if we increase the temperature of any liquid, then rate of evaporation of that liquid will also increase. Now second one is rate of evaporation. Rate of evaporation is directly proportional to the surface area of liquid. That is, if we increase the surface area of liquid, then rate of evaporation of that liquid will also be increased. This is the second factor of evaporation. Now third one is rate of evaporation is inversely proportional to the humidity. That is, if humidity of environment or atmosphere will increase, then rate of evaporation will be decreased. That is, if we increase the humidity of atmosphere, then rate of evaporation of the liquid will be decreased. That is the third factor to affecting the evaporation. Now fourth one is rate of evaporation is directly proportional to the wind speed. That is, if we increase the speed of wind in atmosphere, then rate of evaporation will also be increased. That is, if we increase the speed of the wind in atmosphere, then rate of evaporation of the liquid will also be increased. This is the fourth factor affecting to the evaporation. Okay. Now cooling caused by evaporation. Cooling caused by evaporation. आपने देखा होगा जैसे स्पिरिट, अगर स्पिरिट किसी हैंड पर पड़ता है तो हमें ठंडा लगता है, ठीक है, क्यों होता है? दिस इज बिकॉज ऑफ द इवापोरेशन. अगर हमने स्पिरिट को अपने हाथ पर डाला तो ये क्या करता है, ये हमारे हाथ की गर्मी को ले लेता है और लेने के बाद क्या होता है, ये इवापोरेट हो जाता है अपने बॉइलिंग पॉइंट से नीचे ही. और जब इवापोरेट होगा तो हमारे हाथ से जो इसने हीट लिया है तो क्या होगा, इस वजह से हमें क्या लगेगा, उस जगह पर ठंडा महसूस होगा. ठीक, दिस इज द कूलिंग कॉज्ड बाय इवापोरेशन. नाउ सेकंड एग्जांपल है मटका, ठीक है, पॉट. पॉट में जब हम पानी भरते हैं तो क्या होता है, वो ठंडा हो जाता है. क्यों ऐसा होता है? क्योंकि पॉट में क्या होते हैं, पोर्स होते हैं, ठीक, और जो हम पानी पॉट के अंदर भरे हैं वो क्या होता है, वो पानी उस पोर्स से बाहर आ जाते हैं सरफेस पर. और सरफेस पर आने के बाद वो जो पानी सरफेस पर आए हैं वो अंदर वाले पानी से क्या करते हैं, हीट क्या करते हैं, एब्जॉर्ब करते हैं. और हीट एब्जॉर्ब करके इवापोरेट हो जाते हैं. फिर इवापोरेट होंगे तो अंदर से कुछ और पानी बाहर आएगा. बाहर आने के बाद वो अंदर वाले पानी से फिर कुछ हीट लेगा और क्या होगा, इवापोरेट हो जाएगा. इस वजह से क्या होता है, अंदर की हीट धीरे धीरे बाहर निकलती रहती है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ इवापोरेशन. तो जब बाहर निकलती होगी तो अंदर का पानी क्या होगा, धीरे धीरे ठंडा होता जाएगा. सो दिस इज द कूलिंग कॉज्ड बाय इवापोरेशन. दिस इज द बेस्ट एग्जांपल ऑफ कूलिंग कॉज्ड बाय इवापोरेशन. ओके, नाउ कम टू द two more state of matter. First one is plasma. What is the plasma? Plasma is mixture of free electron and ion. Plasma is a mixture of free electrons and ion. Plasma occurs naturally in the stars, that is including sun. Plasma is generally present in the naturally in the star, that is our sun is a example of star. So plasma is a state of matter in which free electron and ions are present, and it is naturally occurs in the star, that is our sun and all other stars. ठीक है, and the sun and other stars glow because of the presence of the plasma. Due to the presence of the plasma, our star, our sun and other stars are glow. And what is the plasma? Plasma is a intermediate stage of solid and liquid. This is the intermediate stage of solid and liquid. That is, it is present in between the solids and liquid. Now come to the second, that is Bose-Einstein condensate. That is BEC. Indian scientist Satyendra Nath Bose in 1920 did some calculation for the fifth state of matter. That is Indian scientist SN Bose, Satyendra Nath Bose in 1920 did the some calculation related to the fifth state of matter. and according to the calculation of Satyendranath Bose, Einstein according to the calculation of the Satyendranath Bose, Einstein predicted the fifth state of matter. On the basis of Satyendranath Bose calculation, Einstein predicted fifth state of matter, which is known as BEC, that is Bose-Einstein condensate. That is, S.N. Bose in 1920 did the sum calculation, and on the basis of these calculations, Einstein predicted the fifth state of matter, that is the Bose-Einstein condensate. ठीक, BEC is finally achieved by three scientists, and after the prediction of Einstein, BEC is achieved by the three scientists, that is Cornell, Kitterland and Wieman. Cornell, Kitterland and Wieman. These are the scientists. S.N. Bose in 1928 did the sum calculation, and Einstein, according to these calculation, predicted the fifth state of matter. And after the calculation and prediction of the S.N. Bose and Einstein, three scientists, Cornell, Kitterly and Wieman, achieved the fifth state of matter by cooling a gas of extremely low density to super low temperature. That is, by cooling a gas extremely low density to super low temperature. That is, अगर हम किसी गैस को लो डेंसिटी पर कर उसे क्या करें, सुपर कूल करें. किसी लो डेंसिटी वाले गैस को अगर हम क्या करें, सुपर कूल करते हैं, तो हमें एक नए टाइप का मैटर ऑब्टेन होगा, जिसे हम क्या बोलेंगे, बोस-आइंस्टीन कंडेंसेट. दैट इज, इफ वी कूल डाउन द लो डेंसिटी गैस, then we obtain a fifth state of matter, which is known as the Bose-Einstein condensate. Okay, so these all are about the chapter first of chemistry. Thank you.